Leadership Lessons from Pharaohs and Philosophers. Welcome to a journey that unites the majestic reigns of ancient pharaohs with the timeless wisdom of philosophers. Together, they reveal strategies for leading with vision, resilience, and integrity. Let each chapter be a doorway to a story, a lesson, and a practical step you can take right now. Chapter 1: The Architect of the Nile. In the reign of Necho II, a ruler of the 18th dynasty, the Nile's annual flood was not a random gift, but a predictable event he used to architect massive irrigation projects. Rather than awaiting the waters, he prepared canals, levees, and grain stores. When the flood came, his nation was nourished, and his people praised his foresight. The parable of this pharaoh teaches the importance of anticipating challenges and building systems that turn uncertainty into opportunity. In today's volatile markets, a business leader can mirror this foresight by conducting scenario planning, creating contingency budgets, and cultivating a culture of continuous improvement. Before a crisis strikes, lay the groundwork so your organization can thrive. Conclusion: the Pharaoh's wisdom reminds us that true power lies not in reacting, but in shaping the future with deliberate structures. Lead as if you own the future. Call to action: like, share, and subscribe for more journeys into ancient leadership insights. Reflective question: how can you build systems today that will prepare your organization for tomorrow's uncertainties? Chapter 2: The Pharaoh Who Listened. King Hatshepsut, who ruled in the 15th century BCE, was famed not just for her monuments, but for her diplomatic outreach to distant lands. She sent expeditions, traded luxury goods, and invited foreign artisans to her palace. She did not merely impose her will. She listened, negotiated, and merged diverse cultures into a thriving economy. Her success stemmed from a leader who sought wisdom beyond his borders. Modern leaders can emulate Hatshepsut by actively listening to customers, employees, and competitors. Conduct regular feedback loops, engage in partner networks, and seek cross-industry perspectives. The result is a more resilient and innovative organization that adapts to global change. Conclusion: listening is an act of power. When we open our ears to external voices, we create inclusive decisions that honor all stakeholders. Call to action: like, share, and subscribe if you want to learn how listening transforms leadership. Reflective question: who could you ask outside your usual network to give you fresh insights? Philosophy Spotlight: Stoicism. Stoicism, championed by Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, focuses on discipline, resilience, and clarity of mind. The core idea is that while we cannot control external events, we can control our reactions and internal state. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius, meanwhile his reign was marked by wars and plagues, yet he maintained a calm, purposeful presence, guiding Rome through adversity by embracing the Stoic virtue of endurance. 3 practical lessons from Stoicism for today's leaders are: 1. Prioritize what you can influence. By allocating energy to controllable actions, strategic planning, team development, and process improvement, leaders avoid paralysis by analysis. 2. Cultivate mental resilience. Regular reflection, journaling, and breathing techniques help maintain focus amid crises, allowing leaders to make rational, not emotional, decisions. 3. Embrace purpose over circumstance. Stoics believed that living in accordance with reason brings fulfillment. Leaders who view challenges as opportunities for growth inspire teams to adopt a similar mindset. Connecting Stoicism with the Pharaohs' stories reveals an invisible thread. Ancient rulers also practiced disciplined focus on what they could control, whether it was the timing of a flood or the patience of diplomatic negotiations. By learning to manage internal responses, modern leaders can lead with calm confidence, turning potential disasters into strategic advantages. Chapter 3: The Golden Standard of Integrity. Pharaoh Ramses II, the builder pharaoh, is famed for his grand temples and massive statues. Yet beyond the stone, his reign was defined by a clear set of laws, the laws of Ramses, written on stone pillars, prescribing justice and equity. He believed that a ruler's legitimacy rested on a moral compass that everyone could read. Leaders who practice transparency, fair compensation, and a culture of accountability often earn trust that endures beyond their tenure. In practice, a company can adopt ethical guidelines like a transparent code of conduct, publicly report governance metrics, and celebrate integrity stories. When leaders model fairness, employees internalize those values, creating a trustworthy ecosystem. Conclusion: true authority emerges from ethical certainty. Leaders who set stone-solid principles build societies, literal or organizational, that stand strong. Call to action: like, share, and subscribe if integrity is your leadership mantra. Reflective question: what principle can you codify today that will guide your organization toward lasting trust? Chapter 4: The Watermaker's Innovation. During the reign of Akhenaten, the Egyptian pharaoh challenged tradition by worshipping a single god, the sun, and altering art styles. He also invested heavily in irrigation techniques, ensuring that crops thrived even in drought. His innovations were not political, they were practical solutions to environmental challenges. This shows that visionary leaders sometimes blend radical ideas with grounded pragmatism. A parallel in modern business could be a tech startup that introduces AI-driven analytics, but also builds robust security measures to protect user data. By combining disruption with caution, leaders achieve sustainable growth. Conclusion: visionaries succeed by marrying bold ideas to actionable safeguards. Call to action: like, share, and subscribe for more dynamic leadership strategies. Reflective question: how can you introduce an innovative idea today while simultaneously protecting key assets? Chapter 5: The Legacy of Reflection. Before the Great Pyramid of Giza was completed, the pharaohs used vast calendars to maintain order and anticipate the seasons. They knew that by observing the stars, they could predict the flooding of the Nile. Leadership, similarly, benefits from regular reflection, looking back on decisions, celebrating wins, and learning from failures. Today's leaders should schedule quarterly retrospectives, maintain a strategic diary, and encourage open feedback. These practices create a learning organization that continuously refines its leadership DNA. Conclusion: reflection is the bridge between past achievements and future possibilities. Call to action: like, share, and subscribe to stay connected with timeless leadership lessons. Reflective question: what one practice can you commit to that will turn reflection into daily growth? Final thoughts. From the canals of Necho II to the stoic calm of Marcus Aurelius, from the listening skills of Hatshepsut to the integrity of Ramses II, each ancient story offers a tangible blueprint for modern leaders. By integrating foresight, listening, moral clarity, innovation, and reflection, you build a leadership style that transcends time. Remember, every great leader is a steward of the past and a visionary for the future. Use these lessons, and you will write a legacy that echoes across the ages.